Welcome to the weekly update show with me, Kian Hamidzadeh.
And me, Eugene Burstein, your host for this week.
This comedy show aims to be Wootton's most family-friendly show.
So let's get into this fucking shit. Wootton.
Thank you, Eugene. With that said, over the summer, our school has been faced with a wonderful series of renovations, which makes our school look unrecognizable. It's so clean, so fresh, so new. After all, that's what our principal says.
I want to welcome you back to some long-awaited improvements at Wootton. The common areas like hallways, the gymnasium, the commons, and the auditorium have all been painted. Some of our bathrooms have been updated and upgraded.
How wonderful! And what do they look like now?
If that's called updated and upgraded, then I'm a ballerina.
You're right, Eugene, you are a ballerina. But these renovation promises have been an integral part to Wootton's infrastructure since Wootton was built in the Dark Ages. Of course, there are still some renovations, like the turf being remade, and the turf being remodeled, and the turf being renovated, and the turf being updated. Right, Mr. Nelson?
And that stadium has new turf.
Oh God, what would I do without new turf?
You're right, Eugene. What would we do without that green, luscious, beautiful, dirty, green new turf?
The good news is these renovations are not just a band-aid on the school's beautiful infrastructure. Like the auditorium, which has gained new attention after many years of being ghosted. The pit has been filled in a good amount, cramping the pit orchestra in that tight, compact space, like Navy cadets after their first deployment.
But even so, us guys still have to be tortured by only being able to use the corner urinals in the toilets, as the school is still stuck in the Dark Ages, with no urinal divisors and not even the courtesy of a splash guard. That's not even to mention the broken soap dispensers, the empty soap dispensers, the missing soap dispensers, the missing mirrors, the lack of paper towels, and the lack of anything that would give a semblance of regular upkeep. Even the dog wouldn't use our restroom.
Spot on, Eugene. With that, the renovations have caused more hallways to be closed, which has led to increased traffic, not only in the hallways, but in our abdomens, making it difficult for any of us to commit to relieving ourselves in a timely manner, leading many freshmen to now purchase diapers out of fear of having some accidents. On the note of freshmen, these renovations are making it difficult for them to campaign. New regulations have banned the painting and posting of posters on painted walls. And where can posters be posted? And tell me, Eugene, where is this wood, tile, or bulletin board?
Nowhere of relevance, that's for sure. And what the fuck even is tile? Not even the SGA knows.
Exactly, which leads to a bigger problem regarding SGA elections. You see, for the past 3 years, the SGA has adopted a soft approach to elections in an attempt to even the playing field and promote mental health. But all they've really done is make a great Mean Girls popularity contest.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
We are having
Focus.
A name recognizability contest, more specifically.
Thank you, Eugene. With that said, these elections, you can see really how difficult it is for candidates to properly campaign. After all,
The SGA is meant to simulate, in a sense, American elections, getting students ready for when they want to eventually run for public office. But all this is simulating this year is a lack of voter turnout in the U.S.
meanwhile, just 3 years ago, the elections had many opportunities for candidates to properly campaign through means of election videos, stickers, and flyers, and so on and so forth.
As I remember, Kian, when you were running for president 3 years ago, you were able to create a video of yourself in a suit that massively helped you succeed in getting elected for president. And you were able to hand out flyers, and other candidates could hand out stickers. Overall, a wide variety of ways to actually display candidates for who they are and what they will do, instead of just their name and their picture.
Precisely. But I think other candidates wore suits as well.
True, but you were born in one.
Well, whether or not that's factually true or not, I'll abstain from comment. But nowadays in the elections, you have to have great name recognition, such as that of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, or Nancy Pelosi, or Beyonce, or Donald Trump, to win any sort of election. Just like the freshman primaries, which were held today, where all you could see is the names of the candidates. No pictures, no descriptions, no slogan. But really, the only question students had to ask when voting for their candidates in the primaries today is, who do I remember most from middle school? Now, as I remember, in elementary school, when I was just a wee little kid, candidates were made to give a speech in front of the entire class, in fact, the entire school, or maybe half of it. These brave 10 and 11-year-olds went and stomached their fear of speaking in front of others and spoke to the entire school, showing why they were worth it, why they were leaders. Yet in high school, no, we're just toddlers. We can't even bring ourselves in front of a camera, per se. After all, we don't even do election videos anymore. So, with that said,
are we not brave enough to speak in front of other high schoolers? Are we not mature enough to go in front of them and tell them, hey, I want to be your leader? After all, as Mr. Nelson said during the new student orientation, we want to make leaders at school.
we want to make people who are resilient, who lead others and let others lead them, who work together. But if only way that you're fit to lead is by simply being popular and not by merit, what's the point of an election? Where the election no longer decides who should work for the benefit of the school and for your class, it decides who can they put to write on your college app, I was class president.
Well, Kian, it's not all bad. At least the SJ knows what they're doing, tapping into the patriotic spirit by holding the elections on the most American holiday of the year, 9/11.
Yes, wait, what? 9/11?
9/11, the most American
Alex, is this
holiday
true?
of the year.
9/11? Are you seriously?
Yeah.
Man, the SJ is patriotic. Well, as elections are truly on the fated day, whoever is elected as the freshman class president better be the spitting image of good old George W. Bush.
Or the Cheneys, you know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean.
Well, the thing is about Cheneys.
And that's a wrap, folks. Thank you for joining the weekly update show with me, Kian Hamidzadeh, and Eugene Burstein. Till next week, stay posted.
This show is made for comedy and satire. This program is a comedy program not meant to cause any mental or physical damage to those mentioned, including but not limited to Principal Douglas Nelson or SGA. Anything stated in this program is a work of comedy and is not liable to be sued for defamation. Thank you for watching. Big Brother is always watching.